Hey guys, Peyton Snakeback here again for another movie review for you guys tonight. So I just got done watching The Witches remake, and in case you guys don't know what this one is, it's actually a remake to a 1990 movie. And I believe the executive producer was Jim Henson. It's actually a remake to this movie right here. This is the one that came out to the Warner Archive last year on Blu-ray. It's a great transfer on here, by the way. No special features on it, but really great transfer. You can only get this one from WarnerArchive.com or Amazon. But um, so originally, when I heard about this remake, well, this is a movie that they've been talking about remaking for years. I don't know when the first time I heard about it, but I know originally this movie was going to go straight into theaters. But the thing was, here's a crazy short story about it. The thing was, this movie was going to come out on the exact same time Halloween Kills came out. When I first heard about that, I'm like, oh shit, man, which do I see first? Do I see that or Michael Myers? But then a little while it was going to be, okay, The Witches first, and then next week it would be Halloween Kills. And I'm like, okay, that's perfect timing. And then COVID took over, so the movie was delayed until October 21. Same thing with Halloween Kills. And then it was announced about like 3 weeks ago. I was on my lunch break at work, and I did a trailer review of it. That a trailer was posted on YouTube of this movie, and I watched it, and it said and what was cool was, and it's a shame that it didn't go into theaters, but this is an HBO original movie or HBO Max, so you have to have HBO Max to watch this movie. And the thing was, like, I could not get it on my TV on my Xfinity box. I don't know how you get that. I don't know if you can do that, to be honest. I tried to get it on my iPad, it didn't work. Even my Roku TV, but I was able to watch it on my phone. Yes, on this little tiny ass phone. So kind of a pain in the ass, but at least I was able to watch it and you know get something to review for you guys tonight. But Now about this movie, if you have not seen the movie, this movie was based off a book by Royal Dahl. I believe I'm pretty sure I'm screwing that name up. I always screw the name up. Um, but if you haven't seen it, the original movie was basically. And before I get into the reviews, by the way, there's going to be some spoilers in here. So if you don't want to hear any spoilers or anything, you don't want to hear about it just yet, don't watch this video and watch the movie and then watch this video right here. But the original one is basically about this kid and his grandmother. The kid's parents died in this car accident, and the grandmother was telling him about like how she came across a witch encounter once as a kid, and you know, and talked about how like this little girl disappeared, and she was on a painting. Um, so after the parents die, they take this trip into this expensive like hotel, so they get their mind off of everything, have a great time. Um, and Rowan Atkinson is in the original movie, playing like the manager. Um, but Luke wants to explore the hotel, and he has these two mice that he brings with him to the motel. He was like doing like tricks with them and stuff. And he goes to this one room, the ballroom. And when he's there, he sees all these women coming in, and Angelica Houston is like the leader of all these women. Of course, it turns out, it's the witches. Angelica Houston's like the Grand High Witch. They all take off their wigs, and they all take off their gloves and their shoes. And they're talking about how they can put like a solution, like how they can have this plan on how to turn every single child in the entire world into mice. And of course, the one kid, Bruno Jenkins, gets turned into a mouse, and the Luke character, for spying, he ends up getting turned into a mouse, and him trying to, and his grandmother, and the other kid as well, trying to figure out how to bring him back to normal again, and try to get the witches back. The original movie is such a great movie. Jim Henson, I think that was his last and final movie before he passed. He was the executive producer of this movie. But such a great movie. I remember this movie always giving me nightmares. I remember like it scared the shit out of me. I even showed a cover of it one time on a live Instagram video, which I have on my YouTube somewhere. What the case looked like, like in that snapper case. Like I took like a permanent marker and I like erased her face, like the Grand High Witch's face, all over it, because I was just like that terrified of that movie. And I do, by the way, wanted to show you this thing. By the way, there's a comic book of it now, and I actually found this at a Walmart for $12.74. So if you have a local Walmart, definitely get this comic right here. It has some graphics, look great on here. Looks pretty good. But now this is a new remake right here. Like I said, I'm gonna get into some spoilers. So if you don't want to, like I said, if you don't want to hear any spoilers, turn this video off. Go watch the movie or watch the original one. I believe the original one, by the way, is on Netflix as of right now. So if you haven't seen the original one, definitely check it out, because it is on Netflix right now. Watch that and then go to HBO Max and then watch the remake. And I'd never had HBO first, so when I heard when I discovered that it was going to go on HBO Max, I knew I had to get it, subscribe to it just to watch this movie. I'm going to delete the account after I get done with this video, but the remake, it's, I have to say, I liked how, it wasn't like exactly like a shot-for-shot remake. I liked how they changed like 50% of the movie, 50% of it was different, and the other half was kind of like the same. I could tell they used a couple of the exact same lines from the original one, but it's not. And of course, yes, I'm still gonna get it because I have the original. You just got to, just because you have the original one, you have to get the remake just cause. But this one has like a little bit of a different plot to it, sort of, not exactly. But this one, of course, has to do with the kid. His parents died in a car accident. Octavia Spencer plays like the grandmother, and she's taking care of him. And the plot is, him and his grandmother go into a grocery store, and he comes across this woman who's like trying to give him candy. Chris Rock is basically telling the story about it, about what happened to him as a kid. That's basically what it is. But the young Chris Rock character, I don't know what the kid's name is in real life, but he comes across a woman offering him candy and has a snake coming out of her shirt, and he gets terrified by it. And he's like, "Oh, grandma, we gotta go. There's this scary woman in the store. We gotta go right now." And of course, when he explains to her what he saw, she's like, "Oh my God, what you just came across was a witch." And of course, that's when they decide to go to a hotel, because they go to this expensive hotel to try to hide from him, because apparently, witches can, smell like when a child is near and that stuff, because to them, they smell like dog shit. So they go to the hotel, and of course, the witches are there, but Anne Hathaway is playing the Grand High Witch. And I know for a little while it was going to be Jennifer Lopez, which would have been a little bit interesting. Jennifer Lopez is playing Anne Hathaway is playing the Grand High Witch. Stanley Tucci is playing the Rowan Atkinson character. But it kind of has like the same plot. The kid has like pet mice, but it's only like one mouse. Which I'll get to that part in a sec. Because there's an interesting thing about that. That's going to be a spoiler. So just to let you guys know. But as usual, he wants to go explore the hotel. Goes to the ballroom, and he discovers the witches. And of course he gets caught and gets turned into a mouse. But the thing is, the one mice that he got for a present, it's kind of strange that they mention that. But the mouse that he has was actually like a victim of the Grand High Witch. That the Grand High Witch, a little girl that the witch turned her into like months ago, and she was in an orphanage. So I mean, this has kind of like the same plot, but but the thing was, Anne Hathaway as like the witch, she wasn't really that scary though. I mean, the same thing with the woman at the store. Like, she wasn't really that scary. She was like, "Hey kid, you like candy? You want some candy?" I mean, that's how she sounded like. I'm pretty sure I messed it up. But it wasn't really that scary though. You know, um, I mean, Anne Hathaway. I mean, like I said, she was doing a decent job, but um, but not. She didn't really top it off that much, because like the witch in this movie right here is pretty fucking scary in this movie. Pretty damn scary. But and another thing I wanted to mention too was the mouse transformation scenes. The mouse transformation scene was great in the original one. That was great. You know, this one, however, it was kind of like just like that. I mean, in the original one, it was kind of like he was like the kids were like transforming into mice in like for like 30 seconds. Like this one, however, it was like for like at least like 5 seconds. But I kind of like how Anne Hathaway was trying to be a little bit evil, the way she was talking. I kind of like that though. That's what I kind of liked. And I know from watching the trailer, it honestly didn't look anything like her, but it was just kind of cool that she was like playing this different role. But she didn't really top it off as much though. But but she was cool in this movie. But I'm not sure what I give this movie a rating to just yet. I haven't really thought about it because it is one of those movies where I didn't like it. I mean, I didn't hate it. I mean, it's not like a bad remake. It's just not like one I would say is the best. It's it's just one of those ones that it just exists because you knew it was going to exist sooner or later, which it does now. But I don't know. I just wanted to give my thoughts about this one. But let me know what you guys. Let me know down below what you guys thought about this new adaptation. You know. Oh, and by the way, too, the ending was a little bit different. I don't want to say how different it was, but it was a little bit different. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and again, let me know what you guys think about this new remake, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.